The charity Guide Dogs has named Manchester as the worst city with pavement parking following new research. Badly parked cars create no-go zones for people living with sight loss, often forcing them to step onto the road without being able to see oncoming traffic. I went to speak to Neil Fox, a guide dog owner in Accrington, to find out how pavement parking affects him.
Where I live, some of the pavements are rather narrow, and people will go onto the pavements. Fine, you get used to people being partly on the pavements, but what you forget is that this piece is sticking out like mirrors, and all right, you'll be carrying on walking, and suddenly you're going past a vehicle which you hadn't realised was a bigger vehicle than normal, and you get hit in the face with a exterior mirror which you didn't know was there in front of you. There was one thing, it's a couple of weeks ago now, when I got to this point where I wanted to cross over. There was, I think, 4 cars all parked down the pavements. There was one little gap to try and get through, and then in that gap were 2 motorcycles, and there was no space to get, so you could cross the road to the refuge in the middle. So I went into a shop next to this place, and I said, "Could you come and help me, please? I want to get across the road." And when they came out, they said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "I can't see." I said, "And I know these old vehicles, I've been touching them with my hands." I said, "And I can't find a gap to get across the road." And they didn't seem to understand what I was on about. But a passerby said, "Come here, pal, I'll take you to where you can get across," and got hold of my hand and took hold of my arm and took me to further up the road and got me across the road.